Cody Rhodes quits WWE. WWE buries Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. Dominik Mysterio turned babyface. Triple H on his decision to mention Vince McMahon during his Hall of Fame speech. Joe Hendry breaks silence after losing to Randy Orton in 3 minutes. Jeff Hardy's last-minute WWE return canceled. How did John Cena ruin wrestling at WrestleMania 41? John Cena to bring a new undisputed WWE title. John Cena addresses The Rock's absence at WrestleMania 41. Let's dive right in. WWE buries Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. WrestleMania 41 split fans down the middle. Night 1's action, like Jey Uso toppling Gunther and Jacob Fatu snatching the US title from LA Knight, didn't quite match the fire of NXT Stand and Deliver earlier that day. Night 2 stepped it up with Sky holding on to her Women's World title and Dominik Mysterio earning cheers as the new Intercontinental Champion. But some booking choices left a sour taste, making 6 stars look weaker on the big stage. Here's who got buried on Night 2. Number 1. Joe Hendry takes an RKO. Randy Orton's WrestleMania 41 opponent was destined to lose, whether it was Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa, or anyone else. With Owens out due to a neck injury, TNA's Joe Hendry stepped in as a surprise challenger. WWE's Backlash 2025 poster featuring Orton screamed that the Viper would win. Hendry, the TNA World Champion, lasted about 6 minutes, a decent showing for a non-WWE star. Still, it stung to see such a beloved name fill in just to eat an RKO, despite the honor of hitting the Mania stage. Number 2, AJ Styles and Paul Hayters get slammed. Logan Paul's WrestleMania opponent was doomed to fall, and AJ Styles drew the short straw. The Phenomenal One put up a fight but lost to the part-time Maverick. Worse, the commentary team, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, piled on, hyping Paul like he was untouchable. Cole called Paul's critics jealous, while McAfee rambled about mediocre people hating on him. They barely gave Styles the same respect, unlike their praise for heels like Kevin Owens or Drew McIntyre in the past. The one-sided chatter made Styles' loss feel like a slap in the face to him and fans who can't stand Paul. Number 3, Bayley sidelined from Mania. WWE pulled Bayley from her scheduled women's tag team title match on Night 2, using a fake injury angle during the Night 1 pre-show. Reports confirm she's not hurt. It was planned to swap her for Becky Lynch. Unlike Rey Mysterio's last-minute replacement by Rey Fenix, this was no emergency. Dropping Bayley, who won the 2024 Royal Rumble and Women's Championship, from a big Mania moment for a returning star feels like a raw deal for one of WWE's hardest workers. Number 4, Raquel Rodriguez, and number 5, Liv Morgan drop tag titles. With Bayley out, Lyra Valkyria needed a new partner to face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Alexa Bliss, who clashed with Morgan at the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, seemed likely, but Becky Lynch returned instead. The Man and Lyra won the women's tag team titles in a stunner. Morgan and Rodriguez, 3-time champs, had a short 56-day reign after beating Bianca Belair and Naomi in February. Morgan carried Raw's women's division through injuries and absences, making their loss a tough pill to swallow. Number 6, Cody Rhodes falls flat. Since WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes has been WWE's heart and soul, waiting a year to topple Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Championship. That win was messy, with a pile of interference muddying the moment. At Mania 41, Rhodes faced John Cena, who'd turned heel with The Rock and Travis Scott at Elimination Chamber. Fans expected The Rock to crash the main event, but he no-showed, and Scott's weak interference, handing Cena the title for a cheap shot, killed the match's vibe. Cena's 17th title win via a low blow and belt shot felt lazy for a star like Rhodes, who's carried WWE's banner all year. He deserved a cleaner, bigger fight. Dominik Mysterio turned babyface. WrestleMania 41 Night 2 delivered a wild, fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental Championship that flipped the script in Las Vegas. Dominik Mysterio stunned everyone by pinning his Judgment Day teammate Finn Balor, snatching the title from Braun Breaker and leaving Penta El Zero Miedo in the dust. This upset opened a ton of new doors for WWE, especially with a surprising twist in the Judgment Day saga. The real shocker? The Allegiant Stadium crowd cheered for Dominic when he won, a wild moment for a guy who's been one of wrestling's top heels for over 2 years. Look, me and Dom are brothers, and anyone in the world who has a brother knows that, eventually, if you're in an argument with your brother, you duke it out. You have a bit of pushing and shoving, a little bit of play acting, but at the end of the day, you're always brothers. Regardless of how much you fight and bicker, you're still family. Me and Dom are still family, and we know that. I know that Dom's got my back, and Dom knows I've got his back, Baylor said. Everyone thought Baylor would turn babyface, with Dominic and the Judgment Day betraying him to spark a solo run. For months, Tension's been brewing. Baylor even addressed it on a Raw recap, brushing it off as brotherly squabbles, insisting they'd always have each other's backs. But at Mania, Dominic's pin on Baylor flipped the script. The cheers for Dirty Dom hinted he might be turning babyface for the first time since joining the Judgment Day in 2022, while Baylor stayed the heel. It could just be a one-off reaction to the title win, but it might also mean the fans are ready to embrace Dominic as a hero. What's WWE cooking for these two next? Will Dominic's new fan love stick, or is Baylor plotting revenge? The Judgment Day drama just got juicier. Triple H on his decision to mention Vince McMahon during his Hall of Fame speech. The WWE Hall of Fame 2025 ceremony was a massive hit, with Triple H stealing the spotlight. The chief content officer poured his heart out during his induction speech, getting emotional as he thanked those who shaped his career. One moment raised eyebrows. He gave a shout out to his father-in-law, Vince McMahon, despite the former chairman's ongoing legal troubles. At the WrestleMania 41 Night 2 post-show on April 20th, Triple H explained why he chose to mention McMahon, a decision that surprised many. None of us would be here, none of us. So, pretty hard not to mention, said Triple H. During the press conference, Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bill Apter praised Triple H for bringing up McMahon. After fielding other questions, the 55-year-old circled back to Apter's comment, saying McMahon's impact was too big to ignore. He pointed out that without McMahon's game-changing ideas over the years, wrestling and everyone in it wouldn't be where it is today. Triple H's nod to McMahon was a heartfelt tip of the hat to the man who built WWE into a global giant, showing respect for his legacy despite the controversies. What's your take on Triple H's choice to honor McMahon in his speech? Joe Hendry breaks silence after losing to Randy Orton in 3 minutes. Joe Hendry lived a dream at WrestleMania, stepping into the ring with Randy Orton in front of a roaring Las Vegas crowd. The TNA World Champion took to his X account to share his thoughts on the massive moment, despite falling to Orton in just over 3 minutes. When Kevin Owens' neck injury scrapped his match with Orton, announced on the April 4th SmackDown, speculation ran wild about replacements. Names like SmackDown GM Nick Aldis or returning stars Rusev and Aleister Black floated around, but Hendry's entrance as the mystery opponent sent Allegiant Stadium into a frenzy. Though Orton ended it fast with a classic RKO, Hendry's stock skyrocketed from the exposure. "I just wrestled Randy Orton at WrestleMania," wrote Hendry. At the WrestleMania 41 Night 2 post-show, Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, heaped praise on Hendry, hinting at a big future. The 55-year-old revealed he spoke to Hendry before his entrance, predicting more Mania moments for the 36-year-old. Triple H saw the match as a golden opportunity to showcase Hendry's charisma and talent on wrestling's biggest stage. "I told him, I said, right before he walked out, I said, you will be here again. So enjoy this one because the pressure gets heavy from here. This will be the easiest WrestleMania you ever do, and you will do more," claimed Triple H. Hendry's upbeat post and Triple H's glowing words show the loss didn't dim his shine. The quick match, a viral highlight thanks to Hendry's theatrics and Orton's post-match antics, raising Hendry's hand before dropping him with another RKO, kept the crowd buzzing. With Triple H teasing more WWE appearances, possibly even a full-time signing, Hendry's WrestleMania debut could be the start of something huge. What's next for the TNA champ in WWE? Jeff Hardy's last-minute WWE return canceled. Jeff Hardy was almost back in WWE for a one-night-only showdown at WrestleMania 41 Night 2, but the plan fell apart. A new report from Body Slam's Corey Hayes revealed that the charismatic Enigma was in talks to return as Randy Orton's opponent. Hardy's exit from WWE in 2022, after walking out mid-match, seemed to burn bridges, but his recent NXT appearance with Matt Hardy, thanks to WWE's TNA partnership, opened the door. The Hardy Boys have been vocal about wanting to wrap up their careers in WWE, and Jeff's name came up as a potential surprise for Orton's 20th WrestleMania match. Corey Hayes of Body Slam reported that Jeff Hardy's name was thrown out as a possible opponent for Randy Orton at WrestleMania 41. In the end, TNA World Champion Joe Hendry got the nod, stepping in after Kevin Owens' neck injury forced him out. Orton made short work of Hendry, dropping him with an RKO in under 4 minutes to win in front of a hyped Allegiant Stadium crowd. While Hendry's debut was a thrill, a Jeff Hardy return would have sent fans into a frenzy, with his iconic music and high-flying style lighting up the arena. The near miss has everyone wondering if the Hardys will get their WWE farewell soon, or if this was a one-time tease that didn't pan out. What do you think? Would Hardy have stolen the show against Orton? How did John Cena ruin wrestling at WrestleMania 41? We saw John Cena make history by defeating Cody Rhodes to win the undisputed WWE Championship, his 17th world title. But before claiming the gold, Cena vowed to ruin wrestling, and many feel he delivered on that promise in Las Vegas. Whether he truly wrecked the sport is up for debate, but his actions left a bitter taste for some. Here's how Cena's performance and choices dimmed the main event's shine. First, the match itself fell flat. WrestleMania is known for epic, hard-fought battles, but Cena's clash with Rhodes lacked spark. The 47-year-old seemed to hold back, moving slowly and showing little fire, possibly on purpose to troll the crowd as part of his heel turn. This dialed down effort, especially after his Elimination Chamber 2025 antics with The Rock, felt like a jab at fans expecting a classic. The bout had no standout moments or sequences that scream WrestleMania main event, leaving the Allegiant Stadium crowd wanting more. Then there's the ending, which rubbed fans the wrong way. Cena won his historic title with cheap tricks, leaning on Travis Scott's interference. Scott, wielding his WWE Hardcore title, distracted Rhodes, letting Cena hit a low blow and smash him with the championship belt for the pin. The WWE Universe typically does not enjoy seeing celebrity involvement in high-stakes matches at a show like WrestleMania, unless it is The Rock. This celebrity cameo, unlike a Rock-level appearance, felt like a publicity stunt, cheapening the match's stakes. Fans who wanted to cheer Cena's record-breaking moment were left cold, seeing him gloat with Scott instead. His bare-bones entrance, compared to Rhodes' motocross spectacle, also disappointed those hoping for a grand final WrestleMania send-off. Cena doubled down at the post-show press conference, saying he'd keep ruining wrestling as champ. He could skip TV appearances, showing up only for quick cameos without promos or fan interaction. He might dodge title defenses, stalling the division. During the presser, he yanked off Rhodes' custom title plates and tossed them, hinting he'll carry a plain belt, stripping away the flair fans love. Rumors even suggest he could hand the title to The Rock, letting the final boss hold it hostage. Cena's heel run is shaking things up, but did he go too far in souring the Mania moment? What's your take on his tactics? John Cena to bring a new undisputed WWE title. John Cena stunned everyone by defeating Cody Rhodes to become the undisputed WWE champion, securing his 17th world title. Embracing his heel role, the Cenation leader's win paves the way for some jaw-dropping twists in his final WWE run. Here are 3 paths Cena could follow as the new champ after the show of shows. Back in 2005, Cena's Spinner Championship split fans, and now, with his mission to ruin wrestling, he might bring back that bold vibe with a new undisputed WWE championship design. At the WrestleMania 41 post-show press conference, Cena ditched Rhodes' custom title plates, tossing them like trash, hinting at a shiny, updated spinner belt to crank up the crowd's boos. This move would make his last title run pop, drawing major heat. He promised to ruin wrestling on his first Raw after Mania, and debuting a new title there could kick his villain era into high gear. Talk of a John Cena versus Randy Orton showdown at Backlash 2025, set for May 20th in St. Louis, started before WrestleMania. Orton's spot on the Backlash poster, revealed during Elimination Chamber weekend, lit the fuse. With Cena booked for SmackDown post-Mania, the Viper might step up to challenge him, sparking a title match for the ages. Their epic rivalry, stretching back to 2007, makes Orton the ideal rival for Cena's 17th reign, setting up a slugfest that could light up the next premium live event. The Rock skipped WrestleMania 41, likely tied up with Hollywood projects like Moana 2, despite his role in Cena's heel turn at Elimination Chamber. To keep his title reign dominant without the final boss, Cena could build a new faction to back him up. Picture him recruiting young heels like Dominik Mysterio or a returning Baron Corbin to run roughshod over the roster. This group would keep the story fresh, and when The Rock returns, he could join Cena's squad, forming a monster alliance to rule WWE. This shakeup would cement Cena's bad guy legacy. John Cena addresses The Rock's absence at WrestleMania 41. John Cena teamed up with The Rock at Elimination Chamber 2025, sparking hopes they'd dominate the road to WrestleMania 41 together. Fans were pumped for a big moment at the show of shows, but The Rock was a no-show, leaving only Travis Scott to back Cena in his win over Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. At the WrestleMania post-show press conference, Cena was grilled about the final boss's absence, but brushed it off, calling the question clickbait and lazy. With The Rock juggling a packed Hollywood schedule, it's no shock he couldn't make it to Allegiant Stadium. Still, Cena gave his fans plenty to cheer for, snatching his 17th world title with shady tactics. The WWE Universe is left wondering if The Rock will pop up on the Raw after Mania to make up for skipping the big weekend. Here are 3 reasons why The Rock didn't show at WrestleMania 41, despite Cena's historic victory. WrestleMania 41 was John Cena's final in-ring goodbye at the Show of Shows, as he's confirmed he's done competing there after this year. His 17th world title win broke Ric Flair's record, cementing Cena as wrestling's ultimate legend. If The Rock had appeared, his star power might have stolen the spotlight, making Cena's massive moment feel less special and overshadowing his record-breaking night. Cena's feud with Rhodes was built on his heel promise to ruin pro wrestling at WrestleMania. He taunted the WWE Universe, saying they've only taken from him and he's done playing nice. The Rock's absence was a gut punch to fans expecting a big return, which fits Cena's plan to disappoint them. By delivering a slow match and winning with dirty tricks, including Scott's interference, Cena kept his word, making the night less fun for the crowd. The Rock loves keeping fans guessing. His surprise return at Bad Blood 2024 and his role in Cena's Elimination Chamber heel turn were total shocks. A WrestleMania 41 appearance felt too predictable, especially after fans hyped it up for weeks. To stay true to his unpredictable style, The Rock might have skipped Mania to save his comeback for a surprise on Raw, like last year, ensuring his presence flips the script when least expected. Cena's keeping the title scene hot, but will The Rock crash the party soon? What's your take on the final boss ditching Mania? Cody Rhodes quits WWE. On the next Monday Night Raw, April 21st, 2025, Cody Rhodes might drop a bombshell while reflecting on his WrestleMania 41 defeat, possibly announcing he's leaving WWE as part of a dramatic storyline. After losing the undisputed WWE Championship to John Cena on Night 2, the American Nightmare could admit his confidence is shot. He might confess to feeling like he let down the fans and his mentor, Randy Orton, after a year-long title reign. A break from WWE could give Rhodes time to recharge while setting up a huge future feud. His exit might light a fire under Orton, pushing the Viper to confront Cena for his shady tactics, reigniting their legendary rivalry from the 2000s. Talk of a Cena versus Orton clash at Backlash 2025, set for May 20th in Orton's hometown of St. Louis, has been swirling, especially with Orton featured on the event's poster since Elimination Chamber. Triple H confirmed Cena's spot at Backlash, making a title defense against Orton a massive draw that could pull in new viewers and longtime fans. It'd be a dream match for the ages, with the undisputed WWE Championship on the line. Tune into Raw tomorrow to see how I ruin wrestling, Cena said. This angle is just a possibility, and nothing's set in stone. The Raw after Mania will shed light on what's next for Rhodes and Cena. At the WrestleMania 41 post-show press conference, Cena, staying in his heel character, swatted away media questions, calling them clickbait. Before storming off, the new 17-time champ teased big plans to shake up wrestling. Will Rhodes really walk away? And could it spark a Cena-Orton showdown? Orton's hometown advantage at Backlash adds extra heat. Will he step up to the Cenation leader? The WWE Universe is on edge, waiting to see how this unfolds.